So we have made it to 2023, ladies and gentlemen. How do y'all feel about the new year, man? What did y'all do for the New Year's? I could tell y'all for the New Year's, I just was in the crib. I just was in this joint. Uh, I just hit a J, made a burger, folded up, like packed some of the hoodies and stuff like that, and just cool that I didn't watch the ball drop. I don't, I don't never even really watch that kind of stuff. Like when the New Year come around, I don't really do any festivities. I actually for a lot of holidays, I don't really do much for holidays. I don't know why. I just that's just something that I don't really do. But yeah, it's the New Year, man. I did a lot of posting before. I did a lot of posting yesterday. Like I posted a lot of videos. I tweeted. I was just talking about like just being ready for 2023 and how 2023 is gonna be the year, man. Where like a lot of shit unfolds. I feel like I learned a lot of stuff last year, and I'm still learning shit. Still, like it's still. I have a long way to go when it comes to learning. I hope this isn't too loud, but yeah, I got a long way to go when it comes to learning, especially when it comes to like the clothes and just this YouTube stuff and just figuring out what like how I want to go about everything. I feel like 2023, I look a little rough, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I just came from playing basketball and I was like, fuck, I ain't make a video yet and it's getting late. So I hurry up and got right here and was like, nah, I need to talk right now. Like, stop what you're doing and go talk. I made me something to eat and said, sit down and talk to the people, man. So yeah, I keep messing with the like audio because I don't know if it's too loud or too low. But yeah, so 2022, I was able to figure out. It was a lot of like just figuring shit out, and I mean, life is just figuring shit out. To be honest, I feel like I'm never gonna just stop trying to figure shit out. But 2023 kind of allowed me to, especially towards the end, like the last like December, like I really do feel like the last couple of months of 2022 really made me be like, okay, what are you focusing on right now? What is the main focus, and what do you want to try to put energy into the most that you feel like you didn't do enough in? And that was YouTube, and that was my brand. I know you guys know I make music and stuff like that, but that's something that I have to work on when I have either the not energy because I listen to beats and stuff like that, but it's just I have a weird relationship when it comes to music and just trying to make music and stuff like that. I have a weird relationship with that shit. So when that relationship, when I'm able to sit down and work on that relationship, I will do what I need to do for it. But I feel like right now, I really want to focus on this YouTube thing, figuring this whole YouTube thing out because this is one of the things that I started a long time ago that I never really put my full effort into it and didn't like get really consistent with it or anything like that. So I told myself I'm going to get up and work on this. Like I just want to take it further than where it should already be right now, but it's not where it is because of the inconsistencies and things like that. So I was like, okay, YouTube, I want to for sure put that at the top of the important list. And also the making clothes thing I wanted to put at the top of the important list because those are two things that like even music. I mean, music was also like music, clothes, and YouTube were like the three things that kept me feeling happy about life or just looking forward to creating something in either one of those realms. But sometimes you got to like focus on, at least me, I have to focus on one or two things that I feel like make sense in the moments that I'm in. And for right now, clothes and YouTube just makes sense for me right now only because with the YouTube thing, I can literally sit down how I'm sitting down right now and talk to you guys. Or if I'm going somewhere, I can vlog it and not think too much about it. And with the clothes thing, although I tell y'all I want to get into cut and sew and things like that, which will come, I feel like I'm at a point where it's starting to get some type of traction where people are buying things from me, and I'm just like, okay, well, what can I do next? Like, I also am trying to figure out how do I want to go about it, because as you guys know, I changed the name a couple times. Right now, I'm doing things that people have seen before, but as I get more followers, they're asking where some of this stuff is. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, should I keep dropping, like consistently dropping things that were like a consistent design in my brand, so I can get the brand recognition of, okay, we know what this brand is now off of these staple pieces? Or do I start trying to just turn it into something else? At one point, I was thinking about it as just like a merch brand, and I still do think about it sometimes. Like, I'm like, okay, do I want this to be a merch brand? Do I want this to be evolve into an actual like clothing brand? Or do I want to, if I do like evolve it into something else, do I want it to be the same name? Like, it's a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about right now, like that 2023, I'm going to make sure I put all my energy and focus into figuring out, because there's so many ways, there's so many things that I could do, and there's so many avenues that I could, you know what I'm saying, dabble in. It's like, fuck, like I'm my goal, one of my goals is to not be so stressed out about everything that I'm doing, because I just be, bro, I be stressed out, bro. I be stressed out. I'm trying to be less stressed this year. I stressed a lot last year, and I just want to be less stressed about the things that I'm doing, because I've been reflecting lately, and I didn't. I mean, I did intend on this to be a little bit just reflection and all that other stuff, but I didn't intend on me to get this deep. But I've just been thinking about, I, number one, dropped out of college, and that is, I was talking to my homie about that shit. I'm like, damn, bro, like we really dropped out of college and took on life with no idea of what the fuck we was doing, and we still have no idea what the fuck is going on. And it's like, damn, we really did take that risk, and now it's all up to, like, it's really all up to me on my success. Like, it's nobody else telling me, like, it's nobody who's going to give me success. It's nobody who's going to give me money. It's nobody who's going to wake up every day and do stuff for me. It's literally up to me. And I don't say that in a bitter, sad way. I actually would rather it be that way, because if I know that my success depends on me and my actions, I feel like, okay, that means if I'm doing bad or things aren't going my way, I can only be mad at myself. I can't be like, well, such and such didn't do that for me, or they didn't, blah, 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 blah. If things aren't going my way, I get to be like, okay, well, it's my fault. And then when things are going good, I'm like, okay, I did something. I have the capability to do something, to see something happen. So it feels good that I have that luxury of, if it don't work, it's your fault. If it do work, it's your fault. So that feels good, but it's also a pressure to that, where it's like, damn, I'm really like, because I could take the easy route necessarily. Not, I won't say easy route, but I could take the less stressful route, where it's like, okay, I can go work somewhere, or I can, you know what I'm saying? I can go work for somebody for the rest of my life, which is nothing wrong with that, because there's a lot of people who don't want to take the, like, this is, you're working 24/7 when you're taking on this creative world and taking on this quote unquote entrepreneurial, that might sound like I said it wrong, but when you're taking on this life, it's definitely a big risk. So I could go the route where it's like, okay, I could work for somebody and do my best in that, but it's just something about, I just don't like the thought of somebody else, my life and my happiness is in the hands of somebody else. Like, if I'm constantly thinking like, damn, somebody can fire me tomorrow and that'll fuck up my whole world. Like, the thought of that fucks me up. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. The thought of that fucks me up, bro. Like, just to be sitting here every day thinking like, oh shit, if they fire me, my life is gonna be fucked up. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna make money from. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go about my life. Now I gotta like, that stresses me out, bro. So my every day is me being like, okay, what can I do to make sure that, okay, if I am stressing or if I am concerned or something like that, it's only because it's like, all right, what is my next move? Now, it's pros and cons to that shit. I'm not going to lie, this shit is stressful. But 2023, this year is really honing in on my craft and understanding what do I really want out of life. What do I really want? What is my purpose? I really want to figure out what is my purpose, especially with the brand. Like, what message am I trying to say? I've already know what the message was at one point, where it was talking about mental health and understanding that when you see an individual, you don't necessarily know what's going on in their life. They might look happy on the outside, but deep down inside, they're going through, like, they're really going through it. Things isn't going their way, but when you see them, they have to put on this smile. It's really, that's where the I'm Happy Promise thing came from, where it was just like, yeah, I'm saying I'm happy promise, but then you see a sad face. It's like, I'm low key, like, I'm going through it right now. It's just, I like that idea of just being able to say, okay, you don't know what somebody is going through, and giving people who are going through, which is damn near everybody in the world, giving people who are going through things, the power to say, okay, I am going through something, and it is okay that I'm going through something, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times I feel like people where they feel like life isn't going their way, or they feel like they're lacking somewhere or something like that. They feel like their life is just, they're not worth anything. It's like, bro, these emotions that you're having is what makes you you. You have to be able to embrace every emotion, whether you see it as bad or good. You have to embrace every emotion, because each emotion is you. Like, these things affect you. These things come from you. So just giving people power in that, and saying, okay, this emotion that I'm going through, okay, why am I going through this emotion? Like, being able to just break it down and be okay with telling people that. Now, you don't have to tell everybody, but just being vulnerable is okay. To sum it up, like, if I wanted to really, 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 like, just sum it all up, I say that it was about being vulnerable is okay, because a lot of people in today's world, they think being vulnerable is just so, makes you weak, or you look a certain type of way. And it's like, bro, like, I don't care what you think about me. If I'm being vulnerable, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm going through some shit, I don't care how you may think that I am, but I'm going to embrace these feelings and go through these feelings and figure it out, no matter what the fuck y'all think. So that's really where my purpose is in that. And now I'm trying to figure out how to translate that through clothes, how to translate that through videos, or just presenting it to the world in that way, and just trying to figure that part out and making it to the point where I really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I thought about it as, like, at one point as a merch brand, because if I think of it as a merch brand, it's certain things that I can definitely do when it comes to that'll make more sense. But then it's on the other half of me where it's like, I want to make really cool stuff eventually, and it's like, I got to figure out how to merge those two worlds together, or pick one world for something and then create a whole nother thing over here. I don't know. 2023 is going to be me really honing in on the brand or brands that I'm thinking of and ideas that I'm having, and just trying to successfully execute them. And when I say successfully, just successfully to me, like, being able to have an idea and being able to execute the idea is success to me. So I want to be able to execute a lot of ideas this year, whether they're good or bad. I just want to execute on every idea that I have, that I strongly feel about, like, everything. So yeah, that's what I want 2023 to be like. And really just asking myself, what do I really want in life? You know what I'm saying? What do I really want for my life? What do I see me doing? What do I see me giving my energy to? I just really want to hone in on those things, because I want to have as less amount of distractions as possible this year. Like, I really do. I feel like that, like, distractions are cool when it depends. It depends. Sometimes you do need to, you know what I'm saying, go distract yourself a little bit and get away from the world that you're living in that's fucking stressing you the fuck out and stuff like that. So you do need some healthy distractions. But I want to have as less amount of unhealthy distractions as possible this year. So that is the plan. That is my plan for 2023. And yeah, and just going hard, man, and making no excuses. I never want to make excuses. I feel like I made a few excuses last year, but like I said, as the year started to go, I was like, okay, ain't no room for no excuses. Like, it's no excuse. If shit ain't going your way, it's because you're not doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So reach out to certain things or people to do that. So yeah. Um, and I also struggle with this, like, I struggle with being like antisocial. I struggle with being to myself all the time. And I try to make connections, and I try to give effort towards hanging out with certain people that I'm cool with and stuff like that. But for some reason, there's always this pushback on me where it's like, damn, like I will ask somebody to like kick it with them or something like that, but then eventually I won't respond, or I won't end up going anymore, or shit like that. And I have to figure out, well, not necessarily figure out because I know where it comes from, but I want to build better relationships with the people around me. And I know it's going to take a lot of fucking work because I've been this way all my life. And it's not because I don't care about people. I care about the people that I allow into my world. But it's just figuring out how to show them that I actually care. Because if it's not somebody that has been around me all my life, I know the way that I move or the way that I act sometimes may make them think like I'm weird, or what the fuck is wrong with him, or he's always not wanting to be around people. Maybe he don't fuck with me. And it don't even be that. It's just I have a way of doing things, and it's just like, I don't know. It just, I want to work on my people relationship building skills, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that's another thing I want to work on in 2023. But yeah, I'm very excited for 2023. I'm excited for the new mindset that I'm in, being more cognizant of the things that I give my energy to, my attention to, just being very intentional about the things that I do. I want to be more intentional with the things that I do instead of just being like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't, yeah. Because I feel like a lot of times I'm like, all right, I'm just winging it, bro. I'm just winging it. And it's okay to wing it, but it's certain things that I want to do where it's like, okay, I'm actually making a fucking effort right now. I'm making an effort. Like, yeah. I hope I don't sound crazy. I'm kind of like, y'all know with these videos, it's never planned. So, and I never edit these videos right here. So it's just, y'all are literally watching me try to sort out the thoughts that's in my brain. And sometimes it's hard for me to get these thoughts out in a way where other people can understand them. But yeah, I just want to work on being a better person and putting my attention to the things that matter to me. I want to put my attention to them and make sure that I'm doing my best, pretty much. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really do want to turn up on this YouTube thing, man. Like, I really do. Earlier today, like after I was hooping, I was just sitting in my car and I had a moment of I felt myself getting like emotional or like sad or something. I don't know what the fuck, like where it came from. It just came out of nowhere. I felt like, damn, like I could honestly say that it was like a slight feeling of me being nervous or like scared or something. I don't know what it was, but it was like, damn, it's all on me right now. Like, that's what I be telling y'all. Like, when I say everything being all on me is what drives me and makes me feel good, but it also, I have moments where I'm like, damn, this shit really is all on me right now. But I have to have that confidence. Like, I know I could get shit done. Like, I've already proved that I could get shit done and make shit happen. So it's just reassuring myself, like, look, like, you can do anything you put your mind to. Anytime I like sit down and really focus on something, I always get it done, and it just ends up being exactly what I expect it to be. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure I keep reassuring myself that I'm a fucking genius and I can really do this shit. And Yeah. I just have to keep reassuring myself of that. And I can't say that I'm not going to have moments where I'm kind of like not feeling all the way 100% because that shit happens and we need those moments because I feel like those moments are reflection moments where you sit down and be like, okay, what's going on right now? Where are we in life right now? So I can't say that I won't have those moments, but yeah, I just want to be very positive about everything. I don't want to allow the negative thoughts to take over my brain and make me stagnant and shit like that. I feel like I've said this before in a YouTube video before or just like in a tweet or something where it's like I'm battling negative thoughts every day. And I don't know if that's a normal thing or not. I have to fight negative thoughts every day. Like I have to keep reassuring myself, like, you good, you good. You know you could do this shit. Look how far you done came. This, that, and the third. And I have to keep telling myself that because the negative thoughts seem to be super strong, bro. It's like, why are the negative thoughts so much stronger than the positive ones? And I honestly ask myself that all the time. And I don't think that that's normal at all. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck does all of these negative thoughts come from that I have to fight every day because I want to overcome them shits. And I want my natural thoughts to be positive thoughts, not fucking negative shit where it's like, oh, you think you could do this? How the fuck you gonna do this? How you gonna do this? How you gonna get through that? Da-da-da-da-da. It's like all of these fucking, we ask ourselves 1,000,001 questions every day. We fucking contemplate a million things every day. And it's like, bro, like, fuck. Like, why I can't just think positive 24/7? Like, oh, like, bro, what the fuck? I'm trying to get to that point where I could just think positive 24/7. So that's what I want my 2023 to look like, is me building better relationships with people and thinking positive more than thinking negative and shit like that. Yeah, I hope this video doesn't feel like sad or anything. I didn't want the New Year's video to feel sad as shit or nothing like that, bro. I honestly just can't get on here and just bluff. You know what I'm saying? Because right when I was about to record this video, I was like, damn, bro, I'm not feeling as energetic. I'm not feeling as positive about certain things as I want to for my first video of the New Year's. But I was like, fuck it. Like, I have to get down on this video and just talk, bro. I can't fake that shit. So I'm not sad. I'm just feeling bad about 2023. Like I said, I feel very optimistic about it. That's right. Yeah, I feel very optimistic about 2023. I just have certain things that I need to work on, certain battles that I have with myself that I need to work on in order to make all of these things happen. I have to overcome a lot of shit to make these things I want happen, bro. And it's just, I have to make every day an effort every day. I have to make an effort towards everything every day. So, yeah, I just got my LA Fitness membership back like literally yesterday. I got it back, and today I went hooping at LA Fitness, got some shots up and shit like that. Because I feel like just going to the gym and hooping or just working out and shit like that, it kind of can give me something else to do. You know what I'm saying? In my routine, the little routine that I do have, I don't necessarily have like a routine, but I feel like adding going to the gym a little bit more and shit like that can help me out with everything. So definitely going to be going to LA Fitness a lot to hoop and work out and shit like that. Been buying groceries a lot more. Just trying to do things that I wanted to do last year, but I just kept fucking getting distracted or allowing certain things to make me fall into the bad habits and shit. So I want to do that. Yeah. But yeah, overall, I'm very excited about 2023, and I'm very excited to see where this year goes, because last year I had no idea that any of that shit was going to happen. And whatever happens in 2023, I would have no idea that that shit is going to happen. But just being positive throughout it all and finding peace and happiness in everything that I do and being 100% genuine with everything I do. That's one thing that has been very, very consistent throughout my life, is that I'm genuine about everything that I do. Like everything that I do is genuine. It's never no facades, never no fake shit, it's never no none of that shit. And sometimes I feel like that is a downfall for me, because there's certain things that people, I talk to certain people or I look at certain people where I'm like, okay, they're doing this thing that they say 100%. They like, man, I don't even want to do this shit, but I know it's gonna do this, that, and the third. But for some reason, if I genuinely don't want to do something, or I feel like it doesn't work with how I move, I just won't do it. No matter where it could possibly take me, no matter how much it can excel my career or anything like that, I really have to feel genuine about everything that I do. And I hope that that doesn't be my downfall. I hope that that is going to take me further in life, because I see a lot of people do things that aren't genuine, and it kind of puts them at a different level than me and shit like that. And I'm just like, well, yeah, I do that because whatever I'm doing, I'd rather do it this way because I got peace and sanity going on in me. So I'd rather have peace and all of that shit and move at a slower pace than to move at a fast rate where it's like nobody around me is genuine, nothing I'm doing is genuine, and I'm just doing it because I know it's gonna work type shit. Like that's just not how I move. So hopefully me moving genuine and it doesn't be my downfall, and hopefully it helps me excel in this life and shit like that. But yeah, overall, I'm very excited at 2023. I'm very excited to see where I take things. Like I told y'all, I'm on the road to 100K subscribers on YouTube, man. My birthday is February 28th. I'm very curious to see where I'm going to be at by then. I'm trying to have 100,000 subscribers by February 28th, y'all. Like honestly, I really am. It might sound super crazy to y'all, but like I feel like I can get there. I feel like I can get there in a matter of 2 months. I know that's 2 months from now. I know it, but hey, let's see where we could go at. I don't know. Maybe I know sometimes you gotta have realistic goals, but fuck it. If I feel like I can get the 100K subscribers, and I'm gonna get there. Fuck it, man. We gonna do what we gotta do, man. We gonna do what we gotta do, and I need y'all help to get me there. So if y'all know anybody that y'all feel like a fuck with me or fuck with anything that I'm doing, my content or my brand or anything, let them know. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting people know the things. That's what I need to do more too. It's like let people know the stuff that I do. I feel like that's another thing that I kind of wasn't doing. It's like letting people know that the things that I do and who I am type shit. So I just want the world, the people who need to know who I am, I want them to know who I am. I don't care if everybody in the world fucks with me. Like I don't want everybody in the world to fuck with me, but I want everybody that is fucking with me. I want them to be fucking with me because they genuinely like whatever I'm doing, and I add value to their life. Like that's what I want to do. I want to always add value in any shape or form to anybody who's consuming any of my content. I want to make sure that I am adding any type of value to you, and I'm not just on here fucking not being genuine and just selling dreams and being weird and shit like that. I can't do that, bro. Like I promise you. So if you are here with me, just know that anything that I'm doing is all genuine. The people who've been following me for however long y'all been following me, like people who've been following me for a long ass time, they know that everything that I do is just pure, bro. Like, yeah. So I hope y'all have goals that y'all want to reach in 2023, and y'all are being very active, and y'all are trying to do any and everything y'all can to make those goals happen, as long as they're genuine and make sense for you, and don't allow anybody to rush you or make you feel bad about the things that you believe in and the shit that you want to do. If nobody's believing or giving you like any type of reassurance on the shit that you're doing, you got to be that person. You got to be the strongest person. You have to be your biggest supporter. You have to, because when it comes to this just trying shit, bro, it's like a lot of people aren't going to understand what you're doing. A lot of people aren't going to support what you're doing. But as long as you believe in the shit that you're doing, you're going to go far, and you're going to start to connect with other people who believe in the same ideas that you believe in, and y'all can fucking rule the world. That's why we here right now. That's why you watching this video, because we are connecting in some way where it's like we have the same idea. We have the same outlook on life. We have the same outlook on anything, and that's why you're here. So this is already a step to where we're connecting in that way, and I just want to continue doing that and connecting with people that see the world the way I see it and care about the things that I care about, because there's so much shit on the internet that you could get consumed in, bro. There's so much shit that you can get consumed in, and you start to think that that's what you're supposed to care about because everybody over there is caring about it. But no, that's not how that shit work, bro. Whatever you care about is what you care about, and whatever you think is cool is cool. If they don't think it's cool or they're talking about something else over there, let them talk about that over there. That's just what's going on over in that world. You over in your world, and whatever makes sense in your world is what's supposed to make sense in your world. So never feel like you being left out or all that shit, bro. That shit is trash, bro. That shit is trash. I've had my times where I feel like, oh, I'm missing out, or they doing something over there, but I'm doing, like, bro, fuck that shit, bro. Whatever you doing is cool. Whatever you got going on makes sense for you, and that shit gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So fuck all the bullshit. Like, fuck that. 2023, we doing whatever the fuck we want to do. 2023, we conquering all our goals. 2023, we not getting distracted by bullshit. 2023, we turning the fuck up and we going hard, man. And yeah, that's just how this shit gonna go. You did.